Random thought time, gamers. You see this house right here? I just discovered this. This is in Custom Village, or really just Village, actually. There's nothing custom about this village. As you can see, it's your standard village. This house right here. I just discovered this house, and it really took me back. It really took me back to the times when I used to take houses like this, and before, like, 1.14, I used to make bases out of them. I kid you not, I used to break all the furniture in here, break everything in here, and make it a base, pretty much. I remember so many bases I've made out of this house right here. I remember villagers just coming into the house, just looking around, seeing the house I have stolen from the village. So yeah, this house right here, it's amazing, and I absolutely love it. This is the 11th village I've found in this zone, to be honest. There are a lot of villages in this zone, because it's an infinite flat plane. Look at all these villages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A lot of them. But anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's get into the episode here. Hello gamers, welcome back to another episode of the OP Realm, the most totally legit Minecraft series on all of YouTube. Anyways, I've done a little bit. And by a little bit I mean a lot since the last episode. As you know, last episode we went to the end and defeated the Ender Dragon in the most totally legit way ever. And it's been over a month. Possibly up to 2 months by the time this video comes out. I'll never be sure when I get this video done because of how busy I've been lately. But I've done a couple things in this world. I'm not going to go over all of it. I'm not going to like show it all off, like an extensive showing, I guess, in this video, because that would probably result in the video being a freaking hour long, because boy have I done a lot. We've done a lot of improvements to the world. Even since like that first clip I made, which by the way was recorded on this date, and this is the date that this clip is being recorded on. It's all on screen right now. Future me will have fun editing that. So yeah, anyways, it's been a hot minute since I've done this. We now have an abundant supply of potions. Now, previously, we had basically no potions in the world, but as a result of me going into the nether and getting a whole bunch of blaze powder and other nether materials, such as nether wart, which I am pretty much mass farming now, we've been able to produce a whole bunch of these bad boys, which is very helpful. If we go into my white shulker box right over here, see we got some swiftness for transportation, we got some fire resistance for the nether when I go in to get more stuff, and night vision, which is also for the nether, because the nether sure as heck is dark. The next thing I've done is I've put together these custom villages right here, and these, honestly, I think these are some of the best buildings I've ever made in Minecraft. I mean, I really like how I did these with the depth and everything. I try to use like unique blocks. We do have one building over here, or a couple, that are made out of coarse dirt. Not entirely, of course. I don't use all one block anymore like I did when I was a kid. Yeah, where's that house at? I gotta show it. Yeah, it's right here. This is a coarse dirt house, and I really even like how this came out too. As you can see, it's very simplistic. Only one bed in here. But hey, it's a massive advancement for the villagers. If we go on to the world map here, I'm hoping to expand this village right here, which is Custom Village 2.2. We have another one right over here, over into this section right here, so maybe I'll show that at the end of the video. Anyways, the next thing I've done is I have gotten a whole bunch of new mods. Yes, look at me, just modding Manny over here. That's a name I could come up with in 2 seconds. So I'm sorry if that sounded cringy, but either way, just let me do a little bit of teleporting real quick and I can show you one of them. So yes, going into the nether and into this old base we made, that was the very first episode of the series, by the way. Yes, going in here, we're gonna head on over to the first nether outpost, which is OT6428 Outpost 3-1. And here we are, but what are those over there? Well, let me show you, gamers. These are over here are custom portals. They're slightly broken, but they get the job done. The only thing that's really broken about them is the color. See, this one is supposed to be like this shade of purple that you see with the particles coming out of here, and same for this one. But for some reason it keeps coming out black. I don't know why. I even took a look at the mod's jar file to see if I could fix anything in there, but I don't have anything that can open class files, so that's a big major oof on my part. So yeah, these, well, it's a mystery where these two go. I mean, I totally know, but I'm not going to show it in this video. Spoilers. Anyways, yeah, they go off to far distant lands that are totally not similar to the nether. So yeah, among other mods, we've also got some other stuff here. It's just Damage Incorporated. I'll link all the new mods down in the description too, if you'd like to download them. They're very good. They're all for 1.17, by the way, so I believe there are a couple that don't exist in modern Minecraft. Just some minor stuff. As for the custom portals one, I was really debating whether I wanted that one in the world, but I ultimately decided to keep it because I really think that the data packing with World Gen and the ability to create custom dimensions is just kind of incomplete without custom portals, so that mod kind of bridges the gap. But the rest of these are all client side, so yeah, I will link all of the new ones down in the description, and I believe there's another video where I have the other mods. All the ones I downloaded previously. So yeah, feel free to go download these mods and support these awesome creators. These guys, oh my gosh. It is absolutely incredible that a game can be modded so much like this. But yeah, that's the Minecraft modding community for you, I guess. Lastly, in case I'm forgetting something, and if I am forgetting something, I'll just mention it much later in the video. I am now using Prism Launcher. Okay. I don't know what was up with that, but anyways, as I was saying, last thing I've done is I'm now using a new Minecraft launcher. Now, in all my years of playing Minecraft, except maybe like one instance on phone when I was a kid, I've always been using like the vanilla Minecraft launcher, but now I've decided to move on to Prism Launcher, because what that thing does, holy crap, oh my god, there's just distractions everywhere. Yeah, that's bad. Anyways. Yeah, so Prism Launcher allows you to create multiple instances of Minecraft, which means multiple .minecraft folders, which as a result also means multiple sets of mods. Now, as you know, I do have a little bit of a tendency to bounce around different versions. I am currently working on a mod set for 1.21. That is not going to be the main version of Minecraft I play, but I might stop by in it a couple times maybe. Won't do anything crazy with it. But yeah, I'm currently putting together a mod set with Minecraft 1.21 right now, or really any modern version of Minecraft, I guess, the latest version as of right now. Prism Launcher makes it very easy to automatically just put in the mods, so I don't have to go through and just move them all around whenever I want to flip versions. Because what I do is I have my mods that I'm not using on a separate drive, or I did in the past, not anymore. I had them on a separate drive just to save space on my hard drive here on my computer to make sure that boy doesn't get too clunky with all unnecessary junk and whatnot. But now it's become a lot easier, so feel free to check out Prism Launcher. Also a link in the description. And in case it needs to be said, no, I am not sponsored by any of these, okay? It really sounds like I'm sponsored, but I'm not. I just think you all should go support the creators, okay? Anyway, so last episode, we went to the end, as I said earlier, and what we're going to do this episode is we're going to create a base in the end. Not just any kind of base, a special high-tech ender base, or maybe not really high-tech, I don't really know, but it's going to be a very cool base. We're going to put it together, it's going to be put on the expanded end islands too. I've already flattened out a region out there, so all we need to do is build the base, which I'll probably do off camera because I don't think you guys really want to see me just repetitively building a base. Like, I don't know. We've done that in one other episode, which is pretty recent, at least relatively to this episode. So it's just mostly going to be the setting up and like the documentation of said base. It's time to go build the thing, because obviously right now it does not exist yet.
Many hours later.
Alrighty folks, I've officially finished the build, only took me a couple minutes. Right in here, walking in, this is the two structures combined, by the way. So we have the basement layer right below this, it's two structures. This right over here, this is just a copy I made to make sure they would actually load correctly on top of each other, which they did. And those are the two structures right there. That's the main building and that's the basement that loads right below it. Right here we have our beautiful entrance. We walk in here, we got some brewing stuff right over here. I think that'll be pretty good for what we've been doing lately with the brewing stands as I just showed earlier. Not too much, I didn't want to overdo it. Most of the stuff in this base is down below us right now in the basement layers. But anyways, up here we have some farms, pretty essential, especially for the end, which is going to probably be very devoid of any food whatsoever. Right here we have a portal, and not just any kind of portal, a portal that takes you to Y128 at 00. So yeah, that'll be pretty helpful in the main end island, because that's pretty much where it's at. It's in the center of every single end dimension in every Minecraft world. So I figured that would be a very quick trip right there. You just gotta make sure you have an elytra or else you're gonna fall and die instantly, because it's a pretty high distance from the ground. Anyways, this right here, this is for the lights pretty much. So what we've got in this base is unique to every single other one. So we have redstone that's hidden in the roof. It's pretty cool. I've never done anything like this before. But as you can see, we also have this redstone torch tower right here, which is pretty nice. I didn't really know how to use these very effectively as a kid, but now we're using them for their intended purpose. And as you can see, it's really doing us some good favors here. We don't have to make like a ladder, a redstone ladder going up here. That saves some space, most definitely. And we've also got the same thing happening in the basement, which this, I just realized this is the original copy. Right down here, right over here, this is where the basement is at. If we hop down this ladder, as you can see, there's a little bit of a wide floor there. And it's because we got more redstone here. I put note blocks in here because why not? I'm not sure if those will actually work or not if you have the block above them, but I guess we'll figure that out the hard way. So yeah, this one switch right here, this controls the top 2 floors, or the bottom 2 floors really, of the basement. We've also got our storage here. And then right down here, I gotta fix that block right there. That is not supposed to be like that. We have the very first fish tank I've built in a very long time. And we're talking since like 1.14, I think. It's been a very hot minute since I've built one of these. We have a special spawner in there to make sure the fish don't all die out, because they actually will do that. They are not very smart, and they will go right on over here and just die and suffocate. We've also got some tune storage here, and by that I mean the music disc cat in every single one that we generate. We're going to have more music discs, of course, in the future, but we'll have to actually work for those. And then over there we have our jukebox, which I can confirm that actually does work. I tested it with the stairs above it. You see, this is what I mean right here. This is the fish being stupid. See, that's why you need the spawner to respawn them. And also, it looks like we have a ton of the same fish. Oh my god, it's spawning everything. Like, all the same fish. That's gonna look boring. I guess we'll have to fix that in the future. Anyways, right over here, we also have some processors. And what I mean by that is, it looks like a normal chest area above. But down below, we've got hoppers, we've got a blast furnace, we've got a composter, we've got a furnace. Pretty nice. And what these will do is these will automatically smelt things, these two. We can swap out the blast furnace for a smoker whenever we need to as well. And the composter will be absolutely amazing for getting rid of all the seeds that we are going to accumulate probably in this base. I also have one of these in the Birchland series, which is pretty much the only other Minecraft series I'm doing right now, so make sure you go check that out as well. We've got one in the storage building. And right over here by the fish tank, oh my god, that's annoying. Yep, just another fish. Yeah, we're gonna have some casually dying fish around here. Just another fish just dying. This guy I think is the first one to fall off the balcony here too. I'm sorry, little guy. But you probably shouldn't be trying to pop out of there. Anyways, right over here, as I was saying, we have all the miscellaneous workstations and whatnot. We have an enchanting table right there. We've got everything you could possibly need. This is actually a third anvil, because we don't have enough anvils in this house. Actually, never mind. It actually is indeed the third anvil. I didn't see this one for a second. Alright, so that just about wraps it up for the tour. Now, right over here, this is something else I wanted to share too, because why not? This right over here is a prototype version I made that obviously is far from finished. I think it looks absolutely terrible. I didn't really see like where this was going really. I was just kind of doing whatever I feel like when I was making this. So really all I did was just slap a whole bunch of rooms together in a completely random pattern and like completely random proportions and dimensions as well. The only room that's truly complete is the processing room, which is it's a little cornered up in here. And I wasn't really sure of where I'd place the torches in this, so that's why this is abandoned, because there's no real like pattern on the walls or anything, so it might look off-center. I don't want to be here till the end of time trying to make all my torches or other light sources look centered or anything. So yeah, this is just gonna sit here and rot. Also, I'm not really sure if I showed this dimension at all. I created a brand new testing dimension because the old one is filled with bugs, which are entirely my fault, my own stupidity. I set it to a forest dimension initially, which caused slimes to absolutely flood the place, so I really had to lock in and really, like, I don't even know what I was thinking when I was making some of the aspects of, like, the core data pack for this world. Anyways, this right here is going to be the teleport station we use. It's slightly off-center. Let me fix that. I love how I'm just noticing more and more mistakes with these builds when I'm like showing them all off than when I actually went through here and, you know, made sure there wasn't anything screwed up in here. Like, I built everything the way I wanted it. Alright, and save. That should be all good. And the teleport station should be pretty good as well. Anyways, if you couldn't tell already, all of these are over here for our custom villages too. So stay tuned for that. I'll show these all off. Maybe later, not in this video though. And now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. The time where we actually go to the dimension and place the stuff down and see how it looks. Maybe it'll get flooded with Endermen or something. Alrighty folks, welcome to the area that I mentioned earlier, the plot of land that I have brutally cleared out, the part that I have brutally flattened and killed millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of chorus fruit plants. These beautiful things right here. There used to be a whole lot of them here, but not anymore, because we need to put a base here. Anyways, this island is a little bit small, but I'm just gonna try and load it here anyways. We'll see if it fits. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna look very stupid. But I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will fit just fine. Oh yeah, that'll fit. That's actually perfect. Because we can put the base right there and we can put the teleport station right there. Awesome. That's great. Oh, is it gonna overwrite? No, okay, good. I was worried it would overwrite the escape portal right there, the end gateway. That would not be nice at all. And we'll load in the basement, and as you can see, the beauty with basements is that we don't have to worry about filling in the terrain underneath it. Now, is it poking out beneath the surface? No, it is not. Okay, so there is absolutely no trace of this thing from below. Look at that. You look at this island from below and you have no idea if there's a base up there. Except maybe if you look at the bridge right there, then you might know there's a base up there. But overall, I'm really liking how this is gonna come out. Now for the teleport station, which is going to go right here. We are going to sink it a little bit into the blocks right here, so I'm going to do -2 on this one. And that appears to be going slightly off the island, which is not good, which is something we do not want, so I'm going to have to move it in a little bit more. And I'm going to lower it down too. Right now it looks a little hideous, and you can't even get out of it when you walk into it, but we'll terraform this later. That way it'll look a whole lot better, and maybe we'll have a whole path going up here to this base. I really like how this cute little base looks. Now, I'm gonna test this portal right here. We're gonna see if it goes to the main end island. It should, but I just want to be sure. I've never actually done something like this before. Anyways, moment of truth. Oh, look at that. Oh man. I was almost worried I'd fall into the escape portal there, but that's right. 0-0 in the end is where the Ender Dragon egg is, or the dragon egg, I guess. Whatever you want to call it. When I was a kid, me and my brother used to call it the Ender Egg. I guess that was a pretty good name for it, but yeah, this is where this thing is staying forever. Unless I accidentally click it one day. Hello folks, so at that point in time, the clip you just saw, that was where I was going to end the video pretty much, but I realized this episode would be very unfinished had I not, you know, actually linked this thing up and made everything look good, so we're here for the long run. This project has been worked on for over a month, which is very slow in my opinion for something like this. But yeah, we got 2 things we need to do. One of which is going to be terraforming this, but that's really something I can do off camera. So 2 things we need to do in the video actually. The first thing is we need to actually link this thing up to other places, because I don't think we're really getting very far out here, because I don't really visit the main end island very often. And this is what I do with every single other base too. They're all linked together pretty much. One day I might actually come up with an idea where I have a big hub area for all the bases. It'll be pretty huge, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna execute that. So unfortunately, none of that. We're just gonna like link this to the Zone 7 base and maybe a couple other important locations as well and call it a day. Anyways, the second thing we need to do is we need to waypoint this thing, because I use the Zero's minimap and world map mods with this specific mod set, and with that, as you can see, I think I cut the part out. I showed this map earlier, but I cut it out. But as you can see, we have the main end island waypointed, we have the end gateway waypointed. We're also going to waypoint the base right here, which is probably going to be very close to the end gateway, so hopefully that won't interrupt it too much, but let's get right into this. And if you don't know how to waypoint things with the mod, congratulations, you just found yourself a tutorial, whether that's by accident or completely on purpose, because you're a psychic, and you just know. My name is Opaque Tutorial Lip 6428. Awesome. Anyways, this is the screen right here. We're going to set this one to gold, because all the other bases are gold right there. That pretty much determines the color of the marker on the map, and we're going to set this to World Map Global, so that way we don't like have something like the billboard GUI in Roblox. I'm not sure if that's like a universal programming thing, but you'll see what I mean. It's very similar to like, I don't know. So we're gonna set that to world map global, so that doesn't happen, so we don't have a million things in our faces. And we're just gonna call this OT6428 base 8-1. There we go. 8th zone, first OT6428 base. Pretty simple. And anyway, so what I meant earlier is the way the main end island waypoint is set up. That one is just global, which means you have this right here in the distance, and this is pretty helpful. It's like a map marker, but I don't want a million of these in every dimension, so that's why the majority of waypoints I've created in this world are literally just world map global. That's it. What local would have done is it would have done practically the same thing, but that's only visible if you're in the waypoint render distance, which I do believe is pretty dang high. I'm not really sure, actually. I'm gonna test something real quick. If I go down here and go to edit waypoint and I set this to local, will it display from the complete other side of the end? Like, look at this distance here. This is like well over 1,000 blocks, although maybe not. It's about 1,000 blocks, this whole radius right around here, by the way, if you didn't already know that. Yep, see, it still displays it. So yeah, I have no idea how big this waypoint render distance is, but it appears it's way bigger than 1,000 blocks. Anyways, time to set that back before I forget, and one day when I accidentally discover the waypoint render distance, I'll still know where this main end island is. And also, I'm just gonna go and edit this too right here. Instead of O, we're just gonna put HQ, and that's pretty much the letters that display on the actual marker. So, pretty nice, pretty cool. Anyways, task 2. We gotta link this boy up. How we're gonna do that is through teleportation technology. So I'm just gonna pick a good spot right in here, something like symmetrical, so right there. This'll work. It's a little hard to see where the actual block is because of the obsidian texture and how dark it is, but there we go. Anyways, we're just gonna hold F3 and tap C right there, and that'll copy our location to the clipboard. Now, which direction is the entrance facing? -X, okay. Give me a good minute here, folks. Alright, and just a few minutes later, we've got all these 4 places right here it's going to, mostly bases of mine, but this last one right here is about the closest thing we have to like a hub dimension or a world or whatever that I mentioned earlier. So yeah, that's got a whole bunch of bases in it. Custom Stronghold 1-6. Anyways, one of these places, OT6428 Outpost 2-2. And as promised, this is where I'll pretty much show off the custom village right here. It's not fully complete like I said it was, but I've still got a little bit of progress right here. This is what it looks like right now. Got mobs spawning all over it. That's awesome. No villagers yet. I'll add them soon. Anyways, we've also got 2 towers right here. I really like how these came out. And while making this, I also realized that I forgot to add structure voids to a certain platform. It was this structure right here. Forgot to add structure voids to one of the poles right here, this region right in between, so it looked a little hideous. So I had to fix the groove in the ground, but hey, that's how you learn, I guess. Anyways, I think that truly wraps up this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.